Okay, right, a bit of quiet now, please. Welcome again to another round of inter-house general knowledge in 2019. Today we've got the Boarders against Priestley. 10 minutes, starters you have to buzz for, then you have 3 questions you can confer. It's a good idea to, rather than just shout out first thing that comes into your head, otherwise you sound foolish most of the time. Right, so we have 10 minutes. That's on. Right, in which parts of the human body are the calcaneus, talus and navicular bones? Foot? It is in the foot.
Yes! There we go.
You're wasting your time, right? And it also makes you look like a complete moron. Apart from that, right? Mathematics. Right. How many factors does 18 have? And what are they?
6 factors. 18, 1, 3, 6, 9 and 2.
Okay. Consider this sequence. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. What's the name?
Wait, can you go again?
Yes, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21.
Yeah, Fibonacci.
It is Fibonacci. And this is actually one of the questions I had the other night actually up at Bedford. How many faces does a dodecahedron have? No, you can't buzz.
No, I think it's right.
Quickly.
20?
No. So pass it over.
12.
It is 12. Right. Okay. Start again. The location of a particularly barbarous French prison until its closure in the 1950s, Devil's Island, is situated in which ocean? No. Don't talk, please. One of you.
Oh wait, ocean or
Ocean.
Atlantic?
Atlantic. Yes. Right. Your bonuses are on fruits or nuts. Right. What kind of fruit is a cantaloupe?
Oh. Wait, is that what kind of fruit? Hold on. Is it?
A bit of a sinking feeling.
Melon. It's a melon.
It is a melon. Right. On which island in the mid-Atlantic can you find tropical fruits grown in hothouses heated by natural heat sources?
No, I don't. Which ocean? No.
Where in the mid-Atlantic can you find tropical fruits grown in hothouses heated by natural sources? You be quiet on the side, please. Quickly. No, pass it over. Quickly. It is Iceland. Right, and your third bonus, the frying medium, i.e. something you fry things in, oil, right? Groundnut oil is produced from which kind of nut? Don't say groundnut.
Grapeseed.
Yeah, you can confirm.
Wait, is it green?
No.
It's from the ground. This is from the ground, so it's like ground coffee. So it comes something like that. So what's your
Peanuts. Right, start again. Listen carefully. What was the last, or which of the was the last of the 10 plagues of Egypt as described in Exodus chapter 11?
Death of the firstborn.
It is indeed. Right, your bonuses. Or technically on science.
Oh, science.
Right,
Yes, go on. Smarter than that.
right.
Thank you.
What name is given to a semiconductor device with 3 or more electrodes?
3 or more electrons. What's an electron?
Come on, then. Do science.
Can't be a book.
Don't swear, please. No, pass it over.
Transistor?
Oh, it is actually. Right. Of what is the sensitivity or speed usually quoted as an ISO rating?
What is the speed?
Internet speed.
Or
It's not that.
Of what is the sensitivity or speed usually quoted as an ISO rating? It's very unusual nowadays. Quickly. No. Okay, that's photographic film. And in zoology, what name is given to the branch of zoology that involves the study of birds? Quickly.
Just say that. No, just say that. I don't know. It's fine. Just it might. Oscopology. No, it's working.
Study of birds. No? Okay. Try another one. That's ornithology. Right, start again. On which major river is the Aswan High Dam situated?
Nile?
It is Nile.
Yes.
Right, your bonuses. These are all numbers or something related to numbers. Right? How many were the labours of Hercules?
12.
It is. How many are the pillars of Islam?
5.
Yeah. And how many are the muses of Greek mythology? How many muses?
Well. Why do you keep saying
Nope.
Oh, wait, can I answer?
No, you can't. Quickly.
7.
No, it's 9. Right, start again.
7.
Listen very carefully. Don't blurt out anything that makes you look as though parents have wasted thousands of pounds on your education. Right. Which war lasted from 1936 to 1939? It's a starter, you can't confer.
Spanish Civil War.
It is the Spanish Civil War. Right, start again. Whoa, this is controversial. Literature. Right. Who wrote, this is one of the most famous works in English, in the English language, who wrote the history of the decline and fall of the Roman Empire? It's about 12 volumes. It's in English. Quickly. No idea. No, that would be in Latin. No, that's Edward Gibbon. Right. What C, as in the letter C, it's your bonus still, is an 18th century Italian writer of erotic memoirs? What's his name?
Erotic memoirs.
Quickly. No, pass it over. Anybody? No, that's Casanova. And who is this person better known as? Mary Ann Evans.
I think so. Mary Shelley?
No.
Oh.
Mary Ann Evans. No, that's George Eliot. couldn't publish because she was a girl.
Oh.
Right, start again. Running out of time now. The staple diet of the silkworm are the leaves of which bush? Can't confirm. No, right, try another one. That's a mulberry. What were the first names of the pioneering aviators, the Wright brothers?
Orville and Wilbur.
Yep, indeed. Right, it's your bonuses. Oh dear, it's on the Bible. Right, in the Old Testament, which two ancient cities were destroyed by fire and brimstone?
Mishrak and Abednego.
No.
Can we hear the question again, please?
Yes, in the Old Testament, which two ancient cities were destroyed by fire and brimstone? Quickly, come on, because you're running out of time. No, it's too much. Sorry. Right,
What was it?
it's Sodom and Gomorrah. In the Bible, who was the father of Cain and Abel?
Adam.
Yep. And the final question. In the Bible, Noah released two different species of bird to find out if there's any dry land. One was a dove. What was the other?
A raven.
It is a raven. And that's it. That is time up. Right.
The whole thing? Yeah.
Yep.
No history question. Was it a free?
Boarders win.
Yes!
What was the score? 90. Right then. Are you ready?
No.
No. Good.
Impressive, you know.
Okay. Right. Round 2. Weymouth against Murray. Should be very exciting. Right. Listen carefully. Windflower is an alternative name for which flower? Sinking feeling.
Underline. It's my. Oh, no, that is. Come on. I thought, oh, that one.
No.
Sunflower?
No, it's anemone. Right, okay, start again. In which European city, i.e. in Europe, would you find the Rialto Bridge?
Venice.
Indeedy.
Of course.
Right. Oh, how nice. I'll just share that
I'm
with
so
everyone.
cultured.
Okay. Right. Geography.
Oh.
Which two Middle Eastern countries fought each other in a war from 1980 to 1988?
I don't want to say something politically incorrect, so can someone say something instead of me so that I don't look racist?
Go on.
Oh.
Why do you confer?
That's a good idea.
I say something like
Iraq and Pakistan?
No.
Is one on Palestine?
No. That's on go. Right. No, that's Iran, Iraq.
Iran? Oh, I should know that. You know.
Of which Canadian province is Regina the capital? Not you.
Not you.
I think it's, is it Alberta? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been to Canada.
Me neither.
Let's just say Alberta.
No. Don't have a go?
No, it's not really. What was the question again, sir?
No. I'm not repeating that. Right, your third bonus. That's Saskatchewan, by the way. Right. What is the chief where and what is the chief port of the Netherlands? Holland.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Does anyone like to take
Quickly.
this?
Where and chief port? Or port the drink? Or
No.
port the port?
What was it?
As in-
Okay,
No, clearly not.
What is
Right.
that then?
No, it's Rotterdam. Right.
Oh.
Start again. That's too easy. Right. In 330 AD, which Roman emperor renamed Byzantium after himself?
Constantine.
It is indeed.
That's history. No, I don't know it.
Right, okay.
Thank you very much.
Listen carefully. Of which South American country was Pedro the first emperor? South American.
Oh,
Venezuela.
No.
Do you know, or should we take a guess? Take a guess. Yeah.
Chile.
No, it's Brazil.
So close.
Right, your second bonus. Of which country was Carol II king from 1930 until being deposed in 1940 by communist partisans?
Carol the somewhere in
Quickly.
the Netherlands.
No, I don't know what you said, but it's wrong.
The Netherlands.
No. Want to have a go?
Communist. So where's communist?
What country?
Ukraine.
No.
That's
That's Romania.
okay.
Oh dear. Right. And what title was formally given to the emperors of Germany and Austria?
It's ours.
Right.
Okay, let me
Start again.
Mythbusters.
Oh dear. Right. Before the euro, what was the currency unit of the Netherlands? It's a starter. Right, again, try another one. That's the guilder.
Of course. Yeah.
Of which country was the ancient capital? Be careful with this. The ancient capital, very ancient capital. The capital was Memphis. Of which country?
Egypt.
It is Egypt.
Oh.
Right. Oh, your three bonuses are on politics.
Oh.
What does the W in George W. Bush stand for?
Walker? I think it's Walker.
You're American.
Walker.
Alright, cool.
Which European monarch abdicated on the 2nd of June 2014?
Abdicated.
Ah.
I don't know. So,
Me neither.
what to?
Any more monarchs in Europe?
Sweden.
Swedish got still got monarchs.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Sweden. I've never got a name.
Yeah, we need a name.
Okay, we don't know.
Edward.
Pass it over.
No.
Quickly.
Dinner? The second. I don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
The
No idea. It's incomprehensible. Right. In 1819, it's your bonus. So, in 1819, from which country did the USA obtain the land that is now called Florida?
Okay. So it's probably France. They've definitely got Virginia from France.
Quickly.
France.
France.
No.
Absolutely not.
It is Spain.
Ah.
Right. Start again. What were the first names of the brothers Grimm? If you don't know, they wrote fairy tales. No? Okay, we'll try another one. Oh dear. Who is credited with the authorship of the fable The Tortoise and the Hare?
Aesop.
It is indeed.
Oh. Yes.
Right. Well, let's try one of Professor Lee's questions. Right.
Oh no.
In Roman numerals, which number does not exist?
Zero.
You can't put Zero.
Right. Consider the following. A rectangle with two diagonals drawn in. How many triangles?
Four.
No, eight.
No.
It's 8.
8.
You're supposed to confirm.
Right. Name.
Come on.
Name the mathematician who is famous for working out a quick method of adding all integers from 1 to 100 when he was in primary school.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh, I just did this like last month. Say it.
Gauss.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, start again. Actually, we'll try maths one for a starter.
Oh no.
How many of the Millennium Prize mathematical problems are presently solved? No.
7.
No.
None.
No. 1.
1.
Right. Okay. Keep on. We'll keep on with that one. Right. Okay. Be careful with this because it does sort of depend on the font. All right. Which capital letter in English can have infinitely many lines of symmetry? Which capital letter?
Oh.
Yeah. Right. Okay. What is the common name for the fruit Prunus persica?
Guys, don't shout it out. It's probably that though. No. What does a prune come from?
She's a
Yeah, let's go.
Quickly.
With that. Yeah.
So,
Apricot.
No.
Prune.
What?
Prune.
No. It's a peach.
Oh.
Right. Be careful with this one. Do not just shout out. Think. Which South American country produces the most Brazil nuts?
So let's go with Uruguay. No.
Quickly.
Argentina has the largest
No.
cemetery.
Right.
Colombia.
No, it's Bolivia.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
And cherry, plum, and grape
Tomato.
are all varieties of which fruit eaten as a vegetable?
Tomatoes.
Right, this will be the last question, I believe. Right. The game of Scrabble, which is a trademark by the way, is played on a board with a total of how many squares? Quickly. No. Well, I'll try one more starter. It's 225 by the way. What appears in the centre of the flag of the Republic of Ghana?
Zulu shield.
No, that would be South Africa. But it's not in that either.
a star.
It is actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Right, and that's it. That's time up. Murray won.
Yes. That was tragic.
Tragic. It's frighteningly bad.